This is Perigaea Tarot. I am back after a long absence because basically what I've been doing is I've been trying to start a new channel for Virgo specifically. Check it out, Virgo by Perigaea. Because I took a break from this channel, and then when I came back, no matter how hard I tried, I just could not get the views back up. I guess the algorithm didn't like me. But I'm going to try again. I'm just going to see if doing some collective readings on this channel appeals to you guys and how that does. So I'll give her a try. And if you can like, share, and subscribe, that'd be really helpful if these readings help you. Universe, I just ask for my collective. What advice do you have for my collective, and what is coming up for them in love? What is coming up for my collective in love? And what advice do you have for them? All right. Okay. What is coming up for my collective in love? Okay. Interesting. There could be a situation here where I'm almost sensing that this is you. There's someone who is silent and you're watching for them to speak to you. There's a fear that this is over, but a desire to start again and to reinvest and even start a relationship. This could be an Aries. Yeah, this is definitely either you or someone who wants a brand new start, because we have both the Ace and the of Wands and of Pentacles here. So I'd say that there was an ending, maybe even a big ending here for someone. But you know, it could have been wrought with betrayal and miseries. But what I'm sensing here is that at least one side of this situation wants a brand new start, wants to start things over again. So let's. All right, what is coming up for my collective in love? I'm just going to do a quick reading for you guys. Interesting. This could be saying that there is either a Taurus coming towards you, or marriage. I feel like this is speaking about someone who is in a marriage they don't want. They miss the days when they were a knight, when they were a Knight of Wands, freewheeling on the plains, just like But this could have been a situation where they went through a crushing defeat of some kind, a crushing ending, maybe a loss, maybe a profound loss of like a family member, something that really knocked them for a loop and made them feel very just devastated. They lost support that they needed. And so this could be a reason why they've held on to a commitment perhaps that they don't want. Underneath the deck we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. So this is someone who's putting off perhaps doing what they should do, which is ending the connection, or ending this marriage perhaps, because they are putting off the feeling of rejection and of maybe the harsh words. They're just worried about what this person is going to say, or maybe what other people are going to say about them if they do that when they end things. So I definitely sense that you could be dealing with a fire sign here with this Knight of Wands. Yeah, and so they're holding back on making a decision that they really want to make. That, I mean, in their heart the decision is made, but it's just that the actions are not taken. Here we are again with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. The action has not been taken because they do not fancy the thought of being, you know, I'm going to shuffle some more, of being yelled at, disliked, talked badly about. It could also be someone who's a bit more traditional. They maybe feel like, you know, it's very shameful if you try to be in a marriage and that it ends, that people will talk badly about them and say, oh, they couldn't make it work, etc., etc. And they could be worried just about that element of it. Okay. So I'm sensing that what this person intends to do with this marriage or relationship that they don't want is that they intend to pick fights and make themselves as hard to live with as possible. So that it's definitely the coward's way out, but I'm sensing that what they're trying to do is they're basically trying to make themselves unbearable to live with so that this person will leave, or create such a toxic environment that it basically gives them freedom that is equal to a Knight of Wands, where they're in a relationship or technically still married, but things are so bad and both people are so detached that it almost seems reasonable that this person could run around. Ew. Sorry. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Taurus. Also, we have air sign here, so Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini again. Yeah, but definitely strong fire sign. So what's underneath the deck? Yeah. So there is a third party. There is another person that they want to cooperate with. I do sense that this person wants freedom. It's almost like they want freedom to just be, they don't want to be alone, but they want the freedom to be able to mess around and not be in a committed relationship anymore. Oh. And so they want to revive things maybe with you. Maybe this is someone from your past. Yeah, exactly. Because they miss the times when they could have third parties, when they could over socialize, when they could drink too much, when they could go out and be at the bars and flirt with everybody and have several people on the hook is what I'm sensing. Yeah, this is a person from your past, definitely, I'd say. So they want to come in and make amends with you, but only to the degree that they're going to be, they're not looking to be in a marriage is what I'm sensing from this energy. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I think what could have happened is that they maybe lost some kind of fundamental emotional support that jarred them enough that they had to commit to someone that they didn't really want to commit to. But definitely I'm seeing more than one queen here. They're missing, oh yeah, 3 queens actually. Oh, and then the 7 of Cups. Oh, okay, yep. And then the Fool. So this could be an Aries. Yeah, this is someone who misses being able to mess around with multiple queens because they liked the narcissistic supply they got from having multiple queens in their life. They liked the way that it made them feel emotionally full, and they missed the way that they could take things from people, but then not really have any accountability or responsibility. They wouldn't have to give anything back, really. They could just really kind of be a child. But I definitely don't think that this person is going to be able to do that moving forward here. I don't think that this is going to be, I think that they caused a lot of heartbreak. And I think that the universe will swoop in and stop them, pretty soon here if they try anything like that. Let's get an oracle card for this person. So how does my person feel towards the collective? Or how does my collective's person feel towards them? Yeah, I want to be different. They could come in with some false promises of like, oh, I messed up in the past. I want to be different. But I feel like in part, it's that they want their life to be different. They want their life to be, they want to feel young and be a player with no responsibilities is what they want, to be different. But they also might come into, but that's the thing. Players need to have several people believing that they want to love them, for them to get their narcissistic supply fix. And so this could be somebody who tries to come in and romance you a bit, or maybe even convince, yeah, I wish I could be a different person again. Wow. Yeah. But it's not that good intentioned, I wish I could be better. It's more like, I wish I could be more of a jerk. Is there anything else? Interesting. I don't know if that's your card. I'm just going to hold on to that for now. All right, so let's get some clarifiers for you guys. So what is this Hierophant to the Lovers in the reverse? What I'm sensing is that this is somebody regretting a decision that they made. They wish that they hadn't made it. Yeah, they want to give up on this. They want to give up on this connection, this marriage with someone. What is this Hierophant to the Lovers in the reverse? Yeah, they want to be the Knight of Wands again. They want to be alone. They want to be riding the plains, free to mess around, free to jerk people around, free to play people every weekend, free to mess around and then throw. And you know, it's kind of like one thing that I've noticed with players is that they will. The way that they'll play is that they'll hurt someone, they'll mistreat them, but then because they're not married to them, they can just throw them away and then go to the next person who's completely ignorant of the things that this person has done. And then their slate will be washed clean for them emotionally, and they'll be validated and loved as if they haven't done anything wrong, and they won't have to be accountable for what they've done because there's no commitment. And that's one thing that playing allows people to do, is that they totally use somebody up, mistreat them, and draw a narcissistic supply from that. But then because they're not committed to them, they can just blow them off and then lie about what happened and not face any accountability for it, and then move on to the next person and draw the life out of that person. You know, but it's like when you're in a commitment, a player in a commitment is going to be miserable because they're going to actually have to face and be accountable to what they've done. Okay, what is this Hierophant to the Lovers in the reverse? Yeah, exactly. It's like they want to do whatever they want without conflict, without input from anyone, without responsibility. They don't want to face accountability for what they've done. They want to be able to throw people away once they have used them up. Also, I'm sensing that I'm seeing this High Priestess as you, and they feel rejected. It's like they're having to face a situation, a relationship where there's supposed to be equal give and take, where the expectation is equal give and take, and that is something that they hate. Because it's forcing them to have to, you know, carry their own load in the relationship, face their own emotions, possibly even be emotionally real. And what I'm sensing is that maybe this is somebody that was a toxic connection in your past, that used you, that was narcissistic, and they miss being with you because they miss the way that they felt enabled by you. Perhaps that's pretty specific. It doesn't have to apply to everybody, but this could be they feel like you're the one who got away. But if they want to come back, it's not because they want to treat you right. It's because they want to hurt you. They want to be a player. Yeah, this is definitely a person from the past. They want to come back in. But it's because they want to feel like they got the better of you, is what I'm sensing. This is not somebody whose plans or motives are to be in a solid relationship with somebody. Yeah, I think they feel unsuccessful. It's more about their ego and the way that they feel about themselves when it comes to you. They can't stand to see you move on and get away from them and be happy. So what is this Nine of Cups in the reverse to the Ace of Swords? Yeah, they wish they hadn't made this decision to marry someone, to get into a deep commitment. They don't like it. They don't want it. They want to throw it out the window. But it's not really even, what I'm sensing, it's not really even this person's fault. It's that they don't want to be married to anybody. They don't want to be accountable. They want to re-enter the phase in their life when they had absolute freedom to just escape all accountability. Let's get you guys an oracle card. Universe, what else can you tell me about this person for my collective? Oh, this person is a creep. Yeah, so make sure, I feel like this is saying make sure that you are that you're taking time out to be in your sacred space, you know, because that is the thing that's going to give you clarity. So when it comes to this person, it's important to remain in that place of clarity so that you can use your intuition to, to navigate this situation successfully and not be harmed. All right, so what is this Nine of Cups? This could definitely also be somebody who is engaging in a lot of drinking, overindulgence, and this could be they could be acting verbally aggressive, verbally abusive to this partner of theirs, this marriage partner, because they're trying to push this person away. You know, they want this person to choose to leave. And all the while, they're keeping their eye on you. I mean, this is probably somebody who's been cheating on this partner from day one, like right after the honeymoon. Yeah, I'd say so. This person is, ugh. Yeah, they love having their options. They love having fantasies about people far away because it's all about escaping accountability. You could definitely be dealing with an Aries here. This is strong Aries. Yeah, this is somebody who really needs to face themselves. They need to go inside and deal and be in that sacred space and engage with their emotional truth and deal with it, because they are this is some pretty ugly behavior. What I'm seeing here. What is this Ten of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles again. Yeah, so this is someone who wants to sneak around behind this commitment's back, and they want to have multiple people that they're engaging with, that they're investing in. But they probably have been doing that, and this person that they're married to found out, or that they're committed to found out, and it's causing them, they're like, it's causing them trouble. It's causing them problems. In fact, I'd say that's probably a lot of the fear involved is about money, about the cost of divorce, the cost of alimony, cost of perhaps child support. Oh, this flipped out with the Chariot. So this could be something too about transportation, maybe splitting of assets when it comes to a vehicle, either a motorcycle or a car or something like that. But yeah, I think they're understanding that their behavior is going to cause this person to become single, and for them to have to like pay them money, and they're not liking that. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Oh, yeah, they want to be single. I'm sensing they just want to be single and riding free kind of thing. They want to let go of commitments. They want to let go of everything, and they just want to ride free. It's like they don't want to grow up. Yeah. And so I say that this person is engaging in really aggressively mean behavior. But with the Queen of Wands here in the reverse, it's like they are the one who's being mean, but they're trying to make it seem like the other party is. Maybe they're thinking that if they can make it seem like their party was cruel and bad, that'll alter their need to pay alimony. What is this Knight of Wands to the Knight of Swords in the reverse? Oh, yeah. This is somebody being really power hungry, really awful, but trying to make it seem like they're not. Or acting remorseful, maybe right after they do it, but then they don't stop. Yeah, this is somebody who, oh gosh, maybe they apologize, but then the fulfillment and making things right never comes, because it's like what they don't seem to really want love and fulfillment with someone. They just seem to want to ride free and to play people. Yeah, but I think that for this person, a tower is coming. A strong tower is coming. This is the kind of behavior that... One sec. This is the kind of behavior that is not acceptable and that people can generally get away with earlier in life if it's not too extreme. But I think that a true tower moment is coming for this person if they don't get their, SHIT together, if that the universe is going to come in and start being like, okay, this is not okay, you need to change, and they're going to start putting pressure on this person. Yeah. Oh God, Tower and Death. I mean, this could actually signal someone dying, honestly. What is this Knight of Swords in the reverse? Like, this person is pushing it. They're pushing it too hard. And again, with the Hermit, there could be a Virgo in this situation. This is someone who really, really needs to go within and do some inner seeking. Also, they could be thinking that you, as their past person, maybe they're thinking that you would enable this behavior. Maybe they're thinking that you would enable them. Because I'm seeing here, Knight of Cups. This is like them approaching you, but you're like, no, I don't think so. What is this Knight of Swords in the reverse to the Six of Swords in the reverse? Yeah, this is you. You got them blocked. You're blocking them out, which, you know, is good. You're taking care of yourself. I'd say that this is them wanting to remarry you. That could definitely be the case here. But I would be very, very, very cautious and concerned about that, collective, because honestly, this feels like somebody who doesn't really even want to be in a marriage at all. It's like they're hoping for a reuniting with you, but I don't think that it would be a happy situation. You know, because this is what this person does, is that they mess somebody about and they treat them terribly, and then once the problems from that start to arise, they just throw them away and try to start over with someone else so that they can escape accountability, and that's not good. Universe, can you give me a card for this? I feel like the universe is just trying to tell you, you know, focus on yourself, stay in your sacred space. The energy is gaining momentum. So whatever this person is going through and their intentions towards you, it could be coming, it could be gaining momentum and coming closer and closer to manifesting. Confidence is your key to success, and your hard work is paying off. What I feel like this is saying is that stay confident in yourself, focus on your work, focus on your life, and just remain in a very high vibrational and frequency place. You know, remember your value and your worth, and that you don't deserve bad treatment. Don't you know, feel, if you don't let yourself feel desperate and take back somebody who would treat you this way. You know, please, I beg you. So I think that that is your reading, collective. Love you guys. And we'll see how these collective readings work on this channel. So, yep. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you soon.